Hello everyone, this is DavidViadel23 and welcome to the Mandrago's Cave. Today we are gonna be drawing Mermaid 2025 and the prompt is Miyazaki, Hayao Miyazaki. I'm gonna explain you a little bit who is this person. I'm gonna give you just a little bit of context. Before of that, I wanna show you, as you can see, the paper is not completely blank. We have some color here on the side. Okay, I just want to show you quick. I will do a sketchbook tour when all of this is finished, but so you can see some of the mermaids I have been doing already, I have been drawing already. You can check them all on my Instagram that I'm going to be putting in the show more sections. We have mirror here. This is the second day as well. Third day. I'm not going to tell you all the prompts, I'm not going to tell you all the drawings what they're about. I just want to show you some of these cartoony and colorful designs. Okay, this one is the one from yesterday. Okay, and then we have actual there as well. Basically, Mermaid, first of all, Mermaid is a challenge where they will give you a prompt, the organizers. In this case, I will put their link as well in the show more section, so you can check them all and see what's about. They will give you a list, a prompt list with words, and with those words you need to do a drawing. Okay. For today is Miyazaki, and for the previous days you will have all the prompts in a link in the show more section. And I'm gonna put as well here on the top another video I've done a couple of weeks ago explaining what is Mermaid in general, going through all the Mermaid experience I had in the previous year, and giving you some instructions on where to find them, where to find all the people involved, how to participate, and all of this. It's gonna be running for the whole month of May, so you have plenty of time to join. Doesn't matter if you join in day 1 or in day 20. The point with this exercise is that you draw, you practice, you create community, you meet new people, you find new artists online, and it's just a matter of enjoying the process, basically. Okay, so I'm gonna be drawing in this area today because I want to have them all together, so when we have sketchbook tours, that you can see here, the previous sketchbook tour, we can see them all one after another, very nice, and I can talk about them all one after another. Okay. I'm just gonna be kind of marking the area more or less here that I have to draw. Okay, and I wanna do some sort of sketch like this first with the color. Okay, it's gonna be Hayao Miyazaki. He's the co-founder of Studio Ghibli, and that happened in 1985, many years ago, together with a couple of other guys, artists, Toshio Suzuki, Isao Takahata, and Yasuyoshi Tokuma. Okay, he serves at the moment as a chairman, basically the boss, and this guy, this man, he is a titan of storytelling, what you will consider as a titan of storytelling. He has a lot of projects under his belt, movies, series, shorts. He's been mentioned or he's been referenced in many series across, the whole world, in many places, and is one of those artists, such a grand artist, that his work, only by watching one of his movies, for example, it will inspire you to want to learn a little bit more about animation, want to learn a little bit more about drawing or Japanese culture, for example. He's a Japanese creator, creative person. And today, from one of these many movies, I'm picking Howl's Moving Castle, Calcifer. Calcifer is a fire, and this fire is kind of the heart, I would say, of a massive castle that is a little bit looking like a steampunk. And this castle, it's powered by Calcifer, and Calcifer is created by magic, by Howl's magic. And he's not the main character of the story, but it is my favorite character of the story. So I want to do something more ethereal, like I've done with one of the previous drawings here in Mermaid, that it's something more elemental, and from there we go. Okay, we go and we start designing all the drawing. Okay, I don't think it's gonna be a big drawing, but I wanna just make sure that I show you this as well today. For Mermaid 2025, like I did for the previous Inktober, Inktober 2024, that I'm gonna be putting here, drawing caricatures of ourselves. I use this this big Matic 0.7mm HB number 2. Okay, this is like a mechanical pencil. You press here at the back and you have the pencil tip coming there. Okay, and normally you see me using normal pencils, normal color pencils, normal pens, but this one I wanna give it a try in different projects because it gives a very thin and very nice type of line work. And we are not going to be able to visualize this much here in this video. Probably for another prompt I will bring it again to the channel so you can see a full sketch with this. Now I just want to define the expression, because this is a fire, so he only has expression line work with the eyes and with the mouth, and the rest is all of the drawing color. But just so you know that you may see this in a couple of videos for our mermaid, and I want to show you how it works. Okay, so for the time being, let's start. I have the yellow here. Okay, I am not gonna. I want to talk a little bit about everything. I want to mention a couple of things. I can list a couple of my most favorite movies from Studio Ghibli, from Miyazaki. I can talk a little bit about animation and some topics or controversial topics that have been happening lately with Miyazaki and things like this. And yeah, just to have like a nice chat. I know from my previous days doing these drawings is taking me time to do one of the drawings more than I would normally spend in a drawing. That means I'm enjoying it. But obviously I don't want to be here 3 hours making a 3 hours video. So let's just start situating here what we want to do. As we know, Mermaid is a mermaid challenge. So this is implying that something mermaid related needs to be involved here. Obviously, Miyazaki is not a mermaid, Calcifer is not a mermaid, and Studio Ghibli is not a mermaid. So what we are gonna do is, I'm picking a character, Calcifer, and I'm gonna make him like a mermaid, okay? I'm gonna make him like this, maybe like moving like this, like a tiny mermaid like this, and maybe the fire, it can go around like it's like a fire, you know, like this, like a star or something like this. So Miyazaki is a prompt that, to be frank, I don't like it. I don't like it because when, doesn't matter if it is Mermaid, Inktober, or any other kind of challenge that you may have seen online, I don't like when they give you a name. I don't like when they give you something that has such a broad meaning. I'm 100% sure a lot of people is gonna just be drawing the man, Miyazaki himself, as a mermaid. Other people is gonna be drawing, like I'm gonna be drawing, a character from one of his movies, like Totoro, for example, and that is too broad, I think. This is my experience drawing, and my advice for something like this after doing many challenges is to the guys organizing these projects, you know, Tom Bancroft and Whitney Paulette and Laura as well, in a specific case for Mermaid. It's nicer for me as an artist. I know you guys are artists as well and you wanna do something different every time, and this is the 10th anniversary as well, but if I think about it, I wanna have something more specific. I have to think, yes, like, just say a word like chair, Okay, this is chair for today. I need to do something with a chair. You can apply it to the drawing with being an object, or by being the animal itself, or the creature itself, the mermaid itself is going to be like chair shaped. Okay, for giving you an example, something like that, or camera. Okay, now that I have the camera in front of me, something like that. But when we say Miyazaki, or when we say a famous guy's name, like Walt Disney, for example, in December as well, these guys organize December as well. I'm going to put my December challenge here as well, so you can have a look and see what I'm talking about with some of those prompts that they are actually naming actors, for example. It's too broad, and I don't want to do a caricature of the guy or of the actor, of the actress, because I don't fit it much in the Inktober or in the mermaid type of challenge. I want to do something more creative, and even if you can apply creativity to Zendaya. We had last year Zendaya. I struggled a lot to do that one because I'm not a fan of the actress, and I watched a couple of her movies and everything, and I think she's a good actress, but it's not something that I would choose, okay? So I think maybe challenges like this may need to be more neutral. Like a chair is a chair everywhere, but actor that you don't want to draw or you don't fancy drawing is not something that you may be finding like pleasant, let's say, to draw. At the same time, I understand the duality of words sometimes, and you can do something else or use one of her movies, for example, to apply something like that. But for my personal interest, or for my likes on what I would like to do, I wouldn't pick. If I have to organize my own mermaid, let's say, I wouldn't choose a word like that, because it's too broad. As I said, it's too broad. So let's add a little bit of red, like kind of a crown here. I want to make him like he's like a flame. And slowly start working through the whole tail and everything. I'm not going to be doing arms or anything, because this is kind of a different concept of mermaids I have in my mind. My mermaids are more like creatures, more like animalistic or elemental, not, in general, not the typical girl looking or man looking. So I'm doing something different with this project, okay? So just keep your mind open about what you may see in the channel with this type of drawings for a mermaid specific, okay? Let's do a little bit like this. I'm just doing around some tones. As you can see, this is something different. I think I use it only in one video. I'm using this time Derwent Chroma Flow. This is a Scarlet 0500 red color. This is a present, very beautiful present. I have like a nice set with many colors, and I want to try them. This is the first time, or the first project, using them properly to see how they work, to see how they behave. I noticed that some of the colors are more soft than others. This is a very type of soft color that it will be easier to blend. You see here, like I'm blending to make like an orangey color. And normally the Standler brand I use or the Alpino brand I use are a little bit more hard on the tip, so I can just basically blend the colors in a more dry way like this, okay? And here is more about drawing more soft, I would say, okay, for my experience. I am more fan of the other type of pencils, but obviously I want to use them all and see what can I experience with this type of material. Here I'm in the channel Pro. Use anything that you can find around. Soft, a little bit harder, normal, pen, cheaper, more expensive. Anything that you can find around is good to draw and to make a practice in drawing, okay? So don't have a headache about it. Oh, I don't have the best material, or my paper is this bad. No, doesn't matter. I started drawing with printer paper that I will take from the printer, and whatever random colors I had, like kids colors. So everything that you have around is good. As I said at the beginning, just to put you in a little bit of a concept of Miyazaki and Studio Ghibli, for example. There are famous movies like that you may recognize, like Nausicaä of the Valley of the Wind from 1984. We have Castle in the Sky as well from 1986. That's a movie. All of these movies are old, are older than me. So My Neighbor Totoro, for example, from 88, or Kiki's Delivery Service from 89, Porco Rosso 92, Princess Mononoke from 97, Spirited Away 2001 that is the movie that I would say made the studio big and made the name big. So this man and the team in general, they had like a long trajectory. They had a lot of I would say, experience in the field, in animation, in traditional animation. And we are talking here about traditional animation and no computer here, no nothing, all handmade. And what I'm saying is, with Spirited Away, I think this is the most, the one that they amassed most gross in the box office and everything, the one who made them more money and everything, and obviously I think it's a older movie. It gave them the boost to keep creating more and more, or to be able to create more projects. I will say that if you see, they have been doing projects all the time. But yeah, this is beautiful storytelling, beautiful artwork, and I 100% recommend you to check some of these movies. I'm gonna put in the show more section these movies that I'm mentioning, like kind of my favorite movies, and you can have a look. Like this specific one as well that I'm drawing, Calcifer, Howl's Moving Castle, is from 2004. It's a movie as well that here at home we watch and rewatch every now and then, because it's very nice, very nicely done, and it touches real topics, real life topics. That means it can affect you, and you may be sad, you may be sensitive, because they may be touching topics that are very delicate, but that's art as well. If you go to a museum as well and you see a project, you see a painting, you see a sculpture, it's giving you a feeling, and with these movies you can sense that very deep. Apart from being realistic and apart from being traditionally made, they have this fantasy. They have their own worlds. They have this beauty that it transports you. In general, something like it's like kind of a kind of recipe that you find in Miyazaki's movies, in Studio Ghibli's movies, is that you are in the real world, in the normal world, and something happens that you will cross the threshold. This is basically as well the hero's journey from Joseph Campbell, and basically you will go into this fantasy world, or you will start seeing fantasy things like fantasy monsters, fantasy weather, fantasy lands, and you will have to go through an adventure in this land, or you will need to fix a problem that is like kind of solving the issues that you may have about something, like, oh, something is worrying you, and you may need to solve that to be able to come back to the real world and have a better status quo, I will say. The latest movie that I have seen from Miyazaki, I didn't watch this movie straight away when it was out to watch. I watched it later. It's The Boy and the Heron. Okay, in this one, for example, because I have it more recent watched. I watched it, I think, probably at the beginning of the year. I think, or just after Christmas or something like that. I watched it, and basically, in The Boy and the Heron, there is this guy who has to move because X and Z reasons he needs to move to the countryside. He lives in a place with some people who adopted him, and basically he starts exploring the area, and he finds a weird-looking heron, and this weird-looking heron is kind of being very bizarre. All these animals, all these creatures or monsters or kind of mythological creatures that you see in these movies from Japanese culture, for example, they have this bizarrely looking design that Miyazaki and his team obviously create to kind of corrupt, I would say, the viewer, in the sense of, oh, this guy is gonna be bad or this guy is gonna be good, depend on the design, but not everything is as it looks in this type of movie, and this is something that it happens in life as well. It doesn't mean because someone is handsome or beautiful, they are going to be a nice person, okay? You need to meet the person. You need to watch the movie. You need to follow the story, okay? Miyazaki's team, Studio Ghibli, they make this kind of concept beautifully in screen. And I said again, and I will say it 1,000 times, I 100% recommend you pick one of these movies, watch it, and I'm 100% that you will want to watch another one. The concept with the boy and the heron is going into this fantasy world, unnatural world, and do some trials, do some tests that the main character needs to pass, and because of this, you will kind of come back stronger and be able to handle better situations from the real life. Okay, it's kind of a learning process with all of this. Let's do like a tiny tail as well, like a little bit of a dragon. I'm kind of having in mind, while drawing this, a little bit of Mushu. You know, the Bancroft brothers that organized, Tom is organizing this as well. They will recognize the Mushu reference probably from Mulan, from Disney's Mulan. And yeah, that's another movie I recommend from Disney, Mulan. Beautiful. And a little bit adding here the reds to the yellows to make a little bit of orange tone, because you know that the fire has yellow inside, red outside, and it has a little bit of oranges in between. If you are a Miyazaki fan, you are a Calcifer fan, you may see, oh, that is not looking at Calcifer, that is not the shape of Calcifer, blah, blah, blah. Don't, this is interpretation, okay? We are just trying to make a mermaid, or make like a being looking like a mermaid, and in this case taking a Calcifer as a reference, okay, from Miyazaki. Okay, we had a broad concept with Miyazaki prompt, and we can pick whatever we want from this. Okay, I would invite you to participate here in the channel as well, and ask me any kind of question that you want to know about drawing, about animation, about One Piece. That half of the channel here is One Piece. I'm gonna put some of the videos here. About drawing in general, okay? Even if you are starting in this and you want to know things, even if you are already many years into drawing and you want to know other things and I can help, I'm more than happy to help and to open conversation, okay? Miyazaki, just to continue a little bit more in the conversation, Miyazaki is a person who, obviously, before the 1984, 1993, when all these movies or big movies start to come, he already had school, he already had practice, he already had experience there. There is a lot of work pre-1990, animation work particularly. He has been working in famous series as well, and previous concepts like Moomin, Animal Treasure Island, Heidi, amongst many others, okay? And all of this in different roles, in different capacities. In some of them he was storyboarder, designer, a scene design maker, key animator, consultant as well. To become a master, to become a titan in storytelling, you need to practice. You need to practice, do your own work like we are doing here, participate in challenges, draw whenever you can, and draw during the day, draw during the night. Have it something that you love to do. If you want to master something, you need to embrace that project and embrace that idea. Like the one who wants to be an NBA player will need to do a lot of sport, run a lot, jump a lot, you know, play a lot with the ball. And the one who wants to draw needs to draw a lot, okay? And I'm going to tell you something as well. You may be in a situation that you want to be. You want to be a famous animator, you want to be a famous film director because animation, for example, or drawing, or you want to be a great comic artist, and you are trying it, and you are trying it, and you never make it to the professional field, or you never make it to have like a paid project or something like this, and your drawings are only maybe for you and your small Instagram or your group of friends, that is good as well. There is nothing wrong about it. Or you are an aficionado, that maybe you have a bakery, or you are going to school and you are not working as a designer, okay, or as a creative, or as an artist in that sense of the word, or I mean drawing. There's nothing wrong about it. Nothing wrong about it. You just can keep drawing for yourself, and if it has to happen, it will happen. You just keep doing your things. Don't despair. Don't go into despair. Don't be overwhelmed by social media and the things that you may see online, like, oh my god, this guy is making a drawing in 2 minutes and it takes me 3 hours. Doesn't matter. That's her own or his own path and his own process. Most of the content that you see online, it's a speed up video that person has been probably weeks painting or drawing or sketching or sculpting, okay? Doesn't matter if it is digital or traditional. In all the techniques, you experience the same time. Everything that you want to do is gonna consume your time, because you wanna have it as a hobby or as a professional work, or just, you know, every now and then as well. Okay, you can have 1,000 hobbies as well, and that's okay as well. We are a little bit desensitized about what we are doing, and we need to value the 1 hour drawing this, or 1 hour talking about this, or half an hour drawing this, or 5 minutes drawing this, okay? So, as I said, the practice makes the master, and that you will find in all the fields. You want to be a doctor, you will need time to study, time to practice. You need to be a lawyer as well. You want to be a barista, but excel in your work. You will need to spend hours preparing cocktails and preparing things. Every single thing that you do is important, and every single thing that you do, it's important. Doesn't matter where you work, doesn't matter where you are, doesn't matter where in the world you are either, okay? You need to create because you fancy creating. Create. There is nothing wrong about it. Let's see. I think basically I have what I wanted. I just want to define maybe a tiny bit of line work, and just to add some details, some very, very thin details with the 0.1 this time. Normally I use 0.2 from Unipin, but I'm going to be trying to use 0.1 that I used for this project. I even used 0.03 in some of them. Very, very thin. But yeah, do I have 0.03 here? Maybe I do. Yes, I do. Look at that, 0.03. I'm gonna use this because it's better, because it's just gonna be small details, okay? So the Miyazaki work, as you can see, is all traditional. That means that you have the team. The team is drawing there by hand, on paper. It's painting, they are drawing, they are animating. They are doing all the processes by hand, like all the school, like we used to do, like Disney started doing with Snow White, for example. Now, in most of the companies, almost all of the companies are using digital, and that is good, that is beautiful as well. But I can see, and I'm sure you can see as well, the beauty into a movie when it's done manual in traditional way. I think it's something very easy to appreciate, or maybe because my eye is a little bit more trained, because my year of studies and everything, and I'm able to see when something is done digitally, or when something is done in traditional. But I invite you as well to pay attention when you are watching a Miyazaki movie. Pay attention to the details, pay attention to the backgrounds, how they are fully hand painted beautifully. Pay attention to the animation, how fluid it is, how many, for example, drawings do you think they done to do a moment, or to make a battle or a fight or a magic thing happening, like a VFX, that we will say, the visual effects into the traditional design. There is a lot of things that are kind of around around the topic of traditional animation. Okay, now I'm a little bit sad to see all the fuss that is happening with the filter, the Miyazaki filter. Everyone is kind of cartoonizing themselves and everything, and I understand this is progress and everything, but there's been a interview from him that is it resurfaced recently because of this trend now, and there are two of his guys proposing in a meeting to do some digital parts. They wanted to include some digital assets. They wanted to practice some more computer-generated items as well into the movies to create. That it is good, progress is good and everything, but he has a style, he has a let's say, a respect for the art, for the drawing, and he wants to do it. A movie, like when you are drawing something, and you may agree or you may disagree with me on this, but when you are drawing something, it's not all about the finishing piece. It's more about the process. Are you stressed or you are worried? You just want to finish this drawing and just go and do something else? You are not enjoying the process. To do something that you really love, you need to enjoy what you are doing. So if you are doing this, like in Miyazaki's case, they are enjoying creating a movie manually. They are enjoying painting, drawing and everything. Even if at the end of the day you have your payday at the end of the month and they give you your salary and everything, but you need to love to draw to be able to do this. And now with all these quick solutions, like in 3 seconds I'm gonna give you your own caricature made by computer, artificially made. I understand its progress and I respect whoever wants to use it, but for me as well, as a traditional artist, as a creative, I want to discern from this. I want to be able to express my feelings and I express my opinions or my interests with this by drawing. I'm happy, my drawing is gonna be more happy. I'm sad, my drawing is gonna be more sad. I have to give a present sometimes, and I like to give a drawing about something. I'm happy, or it's a sad situation, and I give a drawing anyway. It happened to me as well, and if they love you and they appreciate you, they will appreciate what you are giving to them as well. They will say, "Ah, look at that," and this is how he's expressing his feelings, for example. Okay. It's not the same, for example, and you can see it with a person. It's lovely when someone gives you a birthday card, okay, that they bought in the shop, in the store. They spend some time by going, buying it, signing, and giving it to you. Beautiful. But it's very nice as well when someone actually makes one for you. You cut the paper, do the bendings, do a little drawing, little signature with some words, some nice words. Okay, it doesn't need to be money involved. We all have paper and pencil around the house. Okay, it's just the detail, the attention to detail on these things. So it's something that I just wanted to express a little bit my opinion. I don't want to go much into it, to be honest. For what we have today, and for what sorry about that. So for what we have, the prompt proposed, the Miyazaki, I think we are done. As you can see, what I have done is to create the facial expression first of Calcifer, recognizable Calcifer, make like a base, like it will be his head, because Calcifer is a fire, is element, so he moves, he bends, he's distorting. A pan is put on top of him, and he's cooking the eggs and bacon. When I cook my eggs and bacon here at home, I see Calcifer, even if I don't use fire as such to make the food, but I see him like in my imagination. So I distorted the body, creating this elongated body like Mushu in Mulan, like a mermaid type of body. Calcifer is a humanized character, like when we see Mickey Mouse, for example, Donald, that they are animals represented like humans, or dressed, or acting like humans, or having hands, or speaking, okay? So I made these tiny hands as well for him. In the story, he has his hands, his fire hands all the time kind of hanging or hugging a log that is on fire, and he is kind of surviving because that wood there. Here I wanted to do something like that. I didn't want to add the wood piece, that is kind of something signature as well for Calcifer, because I wanted to play with the fire element, with the fire concept, okay? And as well because at the same time I'm talking, and I don't want to break the flow of this nice line of action that we have for Calcifer. This can be infinite, like a snake. I could do like this, like that, roll it around, going up and down, make like a super long line, and continue the fire, okay? Making it a little bit more long as well. It will work as well. But here, with this one, I kind of wanted to represent a little bit the Mulan story. This is Chinese, it's not Japanese, but the Mulan story from the Disney movie as well, for Mushu, the position that Mushu is, something similar when he is rock, when he is a statue before he's awakened to go and help Mulan in her adventure, okay? Like this. Enjoying a lot this drawing. I wasn't expecting to enjoy it this much. I say this a lot, oh, this is my favorite drawing, oh, this is my favorite video, but this one, specifically this one, I keep it close to me because I'm enjoying it a lot. I hope, because I haven't checked if we are in focus. Yes, we're in focus, that you can see everything. Yes, you can see everything. And the quality of the camera using, it happening to me with the Derwent materials, they are so soft that they are very, very difficult to appreciate the beauty of them in camera or in photo. So this is a type of material, I think, that I would love to use, maybe to make an exhibition and to have the drawings, the tiny drawings, because this is tiny. Imagine, look at my thumb there. Look at my hand. This is very tiny. I would love to at some point maybe to have this, that I've done it already in the past, multiple times, more than 20 times, to have things like this, maybe these tiny drawings on the wall with a frame or something, as an exhibition. Okay, that will be very nice. It's kind of a future project that I may do at some point, because in the past years I haven't done any exhibition, but 10 years ago, that was something that every now and then I will do maybe 2 exhibitions per year, or even 3 in different places, in different locations, and it's something to explore as well. So I think I'm gonna sign, because this, I like it very much how it looks, and I think we are done for today. Any question about Miyazaki? Any movie that you wanna know, or things like this? Feel free as well to drop it in the show more section. Let's open conversation. Let's talk about traditional animation. If you don't know how it's made, if you wanna know more about something specific from animation, I will make more videos. I am planning on making more drawings like this, or talking about topics like Disney. I already started some things about Disney. I already started some things about Lord of the Rings. I can explain or go through different parts of the animation process. I can explain and go through some parts of movie processes as well, like pre-production, production, and post-production. We can stop in each one of them and see who is working there and what are they doing as well. So this channel is for art in general. I want to be able to draw something and explain you something that you may know or you may not know, and that is good. That is good to open conversation and to learn something that you didn't know. And yeah, so let's sign for today down here. Small. This is DavidViadel23, DavidViadel23. You can say it as you want, and this is the Mandra Oscar. I hope you liked the video. I hope you enjoyed the video, the drawing, the explanation and everything. And keep in the loop, because I'm gonna be showing mermaids every day, new mermaids every day. Okay? And thank you very much for being here. See you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.